Good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another video. We're excited, he says with the voice which clearly portrays it. Ranked battles, we're back again. I haven't been able to take part in the previous one beforehand, but we're here, we're having a look, and this one's going to be different. So we're going to be in tier 10 tanks for the starter ranked battles, which begins on the 23rd of February until the 26th. So this will be tier 10 tanks. Any kind of tier 10 tank you have, you can use and take. Generally speaking, you'll still see all your general IS-7s, IS-5s, maybe a Death Star. You're unlikely to see artillery, because if you take artillery, it's going to be difficult for you to play well. Maybe the Batchout or the Conqueror gun carriage, but either way, let's get into it. What's going to be happening with the ranked battles? It's tier 10, it's starting 23rd of February, finishing on the 26th of February, and it's kind of, yeah, there are a few changes, and we'll get into those as they are. The ranked battles is going to be 7v7, pretty much exactly the same as what you'd have before. The difference being in this ranked battles, you're not going to be charged for your tank repair, so you're going to see an increased silver earnings, and if you do more than 500 damage and assist in 500 damage by detecting enemies and detect 2+ vehicles, you can receive double the silver. Now, I would like to point out that some people may find that as a challenge, so this alongside the point structure, you're going to see a lot of people wanting to farm, so don't expect support. It's going to be very difficult for you to get anywhere, and it's going to be even more difficult if the population, the server population, is low. So the league-based matchmaking is the same as before, with regards to being in your same league, so the leagues that you have are down below. It's going to be around 90 seconds. If a game isn't found, then surrounding league matchmaking doesn't say how many leagues above. So for example, if you're in the gold league, is it 1 or 2 leagues above? Is it just the 1? We don't know. And then matchmaking after any league begins after 120 seconds. All well and good, but if you get into the higher leagues and you find yourself waiting a very, very long time, I would quit the battle queue and go back to the main garage, because the last thing you want is to be put with people in a much lower league, bearing in mind that the idea of the ranking structure is that people in a lower league are in theory meant to be less skilled by their definition, and I'm like proper inverting these commas. It's not ideal that you in a higher league should be put into a league with people in a lower league just on the basis of trying to find a game, because you may find that you get steamrolled by people who are maybe in higher leagues on the other team, again, based on the fact that they may have better skill. Participation is just normal, so you need at least a tier 3 or above, but obviously you'll need a tier 10 tank in order to actually get going. Before you click on the multiplayer screen, you can go onto the ranked battles part there. Moving down, the point structure. Again, it's different. So once you've done your first 5 battles, you'll be placed into one of the many leagues that are available. The points awarding are as follows. You win a battle, you get 100 points. You lose a battle, you lose 100 points. XP earner on the top, on the losing team is 100 points, and when you enter a new league, you get 100 points. Now, you can't go down a league once you've made it into one. You can only go up. But this is, I don't know how this is specifically going to work. So beforehand, you had, say, for example, 250 points to be able to get to the next league, but you'd only earn maybe 20-25 points for a win. You might lose 30 or more points. The way in which it was done before was kind of annoying. Some parts of it they actually got right, but the main gripe came in when you were losing games but being the person who did the most. Again, you can see it as being farming damage, but then there's too many variables in it, and it's not ideal to be penalizing people on the basis that you have several people who have 0 damage in your team, and then you lose the game and lose a lot more points than what you won in the previous games. Again, this goes back to the matchmaking idea, whereby it would say, for example, you were in the senior Grandmaster League or whatever the league is upwards and above. If you didn't find a game for a long time and you got ranked with people in gold, you could lose a lot of points if you lost that game, and that's only purely on the basis that you've been put into the game because of the fact there's not enough people playing, which is why I said go back to the garage, because you don't really want to be in a game with the people in the lower leagues, because if you do lose, you're going to lose a lot of points, and if you win, you're not going to gain a lot of points. So I don't know what the requirements are going to be to go into the next league, but the idea of having 100 points, it might be like 1,000 points in the next league. That could be okay, at least on the fact that you, as a top XP earner, a losing team, if you are, then you don't get any deductions, which is going to be really annoying if that happens on a regular basis. And if you find yourself, the one thing I can see is if you have people who are, you have a 7v7 and 3 of your tanks get removed at the start, and the other team still has 7 tanks. What I can see is happening. When I say what I can see is happening is the same way as me saying what I expect to happen, because it will be something that I will do. If I see my team are basically losing tanks left, right, and centre, I will do absolutely nothing to assist them. I will do everything possible to farm the damage and come top of that XP leaderboard. I will let them die. This is one of the issues that's created by this, is I don't want to be penalised for the poor nature of my team. So maybe when you get to like, what, is it, you've lost 4 tanks and the other team still got 7, the last 3 remaining tanks are all going to be fighting against each other to try and get the most damage. So you might find people just deliberately leaving you somewhere because they don't want to be in a position to get royally screwed, which then leads you on to being, okay, would you play a medium tank? So you have the maneuverability. You have the option of the APCR. For example, I'm going to use it, the Object 140. Standard APCR ammo, fantastic turret, fantastic maneuverability. You could think about the back chat, but then it's not really something you want to be using because of the long reload. You want the maneuverability to get back. Maybe you could use an insurance policy. So this is going to be interesting to see how well it's played and how many people are unhappy with the nature of the team. It is better to play as a team, but at the same time, if you're losing, at what point in a game do you say this game is lost and try and go for your own? We'll see. It's just one of those things. The maps, Himmelsdorf. Oh my God, why? Just remove the winter version, please. Please remove the winter version, because I am sick to death of literal snow on the ground not being compacted. The rest of them not too bad. They have tried to keep it on small maps. It's only 7v7. You don't want it on Malinovka because you're going to be spending 3 hours of your life trying to find people and it's going to be too spread apart. So, yeah, it's not too shabby at all. I like seeing Cliff. Cliff is a good map. Ghost Town? No, I don't like Ghost Town specifically, but it might play well, certainly with the 7v7. Now we get on to leagues and rewards. Now, it's actually changed, and this I do actually like. So, starting off in the Iron League, if you remain in the Iron League, you don't get any silver. This being the 9 possible leagues that you have at the end of the season, your specific ranking, this is the reward you'll get. So Iron, you don't get any silver. If you finish in Bronze, you get 50,000 silver. In the Silver League, you get 100,000 silver. Gold, you get 250,000 silver and a premium day. Platinum, 500,000 silver, a premium day, 2 times 3 XP boost ups, and 2 times 4 2 lots of times 4 career XP boosts. That was easy. Master League, 1,000,000 silver, 3 days of premium time, 4 times 3 XP boosts up, 4 times 4 crew XP boosts, 4 times X2 silver boosts, and a war chest. Senior Master is 1.5 million, going up to 7 days of premium time. The rest of them I'll let you read on that one, apart from war chest, which you get 3 of them. The Chief Master League is 2.5 million silver, with 14 days premium time, 5 war chests, and so many boost stops. But it gets better. Grand Master, 5 million silver, 30 days premium time, and 10 war chests. That is quite a reward. That is certainly quite a reward, and it will be something that's obtainable. And yeah, I will certainly be trying to smash out as much as I can in ranked battles, because 5 million silver, 30 days premium time. Wow, okay. That's really quite good. The other ones aren't too bad at all. I think it only went up to like 1 million silver or something like that for the previous, but I'd have to check the other videos. But that's really quite good. So if you can get yourself into the Grandmaster League, then you'll do well. 5 million silver, that's just ridiculous. The rewards though are not cumulative, which figures. It would be nice if they were, but Jesus, that'd be far too much that it would give away. At the end of season, you'd obviously get your badge. I still yet to get all of them. I want all of them, but then again, seeing the rewards that I have here, I don't really want to do anything other than go for the final Grandmaster League. So I will certainly be trying for that. The FAQ at the bottom is pretty much normal information, which I don't see as an FAQ, but again, you can't go down a league. The matchmaking is its own specific queue, so it's the same as having when the Halloween Op was on, for example, you don't need a premium account to actually enter. I don't think you do with anything specifically, unless no, I don't even think Trading Room either. You can use any tank specifically. Apparently, there's no restrictions because you don't have any tier 10 premiums, so it should in theory be any tank you want. There's no ops in ranked battles, but you can earn XP and silver. Again, depending on the 500 damage that you physically do, the spotting damage, spotting tanks, you can get double silver, but you're playing in tier 10, so it should be relatively easy to get. Just it won't be a massive amount of silver compared to, say, like a premium tank. Ranked battles are not going to affect your stats. They are their own standalone, and you cannot play ranked battles in a platoon, which is really good because then you just have steamrolling attempts and it would make it far too easy. The rest of the information is just all generic. For this one, again, just tier 10, so make sure you don't try and play it with anything although you do actually have a decent tier 10. So that is effectively the ranked battles, my personal opinion on it all, and I will certainly be trying to go for that Grandmaster League, and I'll see how well it goes. I expect to be royally shafted because reasons, but I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget, if you did like the video, to drop a comment, drop a like, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you beautiful people later.